Hey. What's up everybody? This is Real Time with Prince Blue. This is actually an emergency episode because I just had an episode last night. Wasn't planning on doing another one till Wednesday, but while my son was getting his hair done, I got notification that Doug Peterson was fired. At first I thought, somebody was trolling me, but it's true, and you know what? I feel actually indifferent about it. What up, JJ215? As much as y'all know me, I was a Doug guy. Like I went toe to toe with radio personalities, media people, everybody about Doug Peterson. But I feel indifferent, and I'm gonna tell you why I feel indifferent because the Eagles don't have a Carson Wentz problem. They don't have a Doug Peterson problem. They have a Jeff Lurie and Howie Roseman problem. And after that press conference, I was done after I listened to the whole thing, but I was ready to throw up and turn it off after they asked him about Howie. And you can see him fishing for excuses for fucking Howie. And I can tell you this, I am so glad that Doug Peterson is gone. Do you, Doug? Get away from this shitty ass organization. And I'm going to tell you why it's a shitty organization. Because there's no accountability here. And I wrote down some notes. Yes, they pissed me off so much. I actually made notes from the press conference. The first thing that pissed me off was collaboration. That's the first thing that came out of Jeff Lurie's mouth was collaboration. I have no issue with collaborations, but you know the problem with the collaboration is everybody wants a slice of the pie when shit is going good, but when it's going bad, you don't know who the fuck made the decisions. But guess who stood up there every week and took the bullets for this organization? It was Doug Peterson. We didn't see Howie's weasel ass until the end, until everything was completely done. Like, why do a side by side if he was going to get fired? And I'm gonna get into some reasons why Doug should have been gone. Um, but my issue is with this organization, mainly Jeff Lurie, because they asked him several times about the draft and about how poor the draft is. And dude was talking about the process and if you had three players scouted and then they were all taken, how is that your fault? Pretty much he's absolving Howie. Like Howie had three people, but somebody else took them. How is that Howie's fault? Shout I can't stand Jeff McClain, but shout out to him. And I forgot the other writer that pretty much dug in Jeff Lurie's ass about, dude, it sounds like you're saying it's not Howie's fault and you're happy with what happened. And dude went into the whole process about, are we scouting good players? Are they getting picked before us? What is happening around the league? I don't give a fuck what's happening around the league until I see DK Metcalf going off and JJ Arthur-Whiteside doing shit. I don't give a fuck about what's going around the league until I see Jalen Reagor doing absolute dog shit and Justin Jefferson setting records that hasn't been broken since Randy Moss was a rookie. That's what I care about. That's when Eagles fans look around the league and start to wonder, why are we missing? It's when players that have been selected before the players that we got that are doing well, and our players suck. They absolutely suck. And then on top of all that, we get a video mid-season about the Minnesota Vikings laughing at the Eagles when they took Jalen Reagor in front of Justin Jefferson. Now, granted, I'm not going to beat up on Jalen Reagor because it's not his fault he got drafted here. But you know what he can control? Like, I get it. If I was an athlete, I would go back at the fans too. But you better fucking back it up. And that quitting social media, coming back, pretty much trying to keep receipts so when you do well, you can put it back in people's face. Dude, it don't look like you're gonna throw shit in nobody's face anytime soon. Work on your craft. This organization is a joke right now. It's a literal joke. If I'm a head coach, why am I coming to this shit show? Why am I coming to an organization that continues to let this little Napoleon Weasel ruin head coaches and drafts? Dude has literally blown drafts. Ruined, I agree. Blown drafts. How can I be excited about the sixth pick when I know who's making the damn picks? And you know what? This is real time with Prince Blue, and I'm going to call it like it is. People be asking, why is Howie still here? I'm going to tell you why Howie's still here. It's because of his last name, Roseman, and you got Jeff Lurie. Roseman, I don't think I have to go any more deeper into it. Roseman and Lurie. Roseman and Lurie. Do I have to spell it out anymore? I'm going to say it again. Howie Roseman and Jeff Lurie. You can say it all you want. He looks at him like a son, blah, blah, blah. Jeff Lurie, Howie Roseman. Because if Howie Roseman's name was Louis Riddick, which it has been, gone, or Tyrone Johnson, gone. You can sit up there and, dude, I'm big on body language. Your eyes was all over the place as you try to explain the absolute dog shit that Howie Roseman has given this organization. Dude has reigned over 3 head coaches, and I think I saw a stat where they said Andy Reid with Howie Roseman, fantastic. Horrible. Without Howie Roseman, fantastic. Like, how does this dude keep blowing drafts? Like, literally blowing drafts. And then you got Jeffrey Lurie up there. This is his problem. He's trying to come across as a football owner. Dude, you're a businessman. I could see if you was like John Elway and then became an owner. You're a foot. John Elway is a Hall of Fame quarterback, one of the greatest that ever do it. So if he's talking football, I'm like, okay. But when you come up there, you tell us how you had a second round tender on Nate Sudfeld. You had great faith in Nate Sudfeld. Like, dude, stay in your lane. This is where you get messed up. The same way you try to talk football to fans that know more than you, it's the same way Howie Roseman tries to come across human when he's talking about, I like sausage and pepperoni. Shit like that. I watch Moneyball with my friends. Who gives a shit? Congratulations. Moneyball was a shitty movie. Congratulations. Can you pick players? No, you cannot. Jeff Lurie, can you pick the right front office? No, you cannot. We're a laughing stock. And another note I got to talk about, short-term bad decisions. Pretty much, you pulled the Phillies. You tried to keep the band together and try to squeeze one more run out of it, and you sacrifice long-term success for short-term success. I'm not mad at that, but you fucked up. Terry, yes, Carson stays. And guess what? I would have been happy if all the motherfuckers didn't return, including Carson Wentz. Because let me tell you something. The playbook can be shitty, but things about you not getting along with your coaches not wanting to run that Nick Foles stuff, that's a Carson Wentz thing. That ain't a Doug Peterson thing. That means you think your shit don't stink, dude. Before we had issues with your health, you done fixed that. Now we got to worry if you soft. Which, as a football player, I don't think you're soft, but mentally, when it comes to the game and rising above all else, like saying, okay, you giving me this shitty ass offense, let me show you this. And dude, I'm gonna tell you what. If your biggest fan is Jeff Orlowski, I say Orlowski because he lies. I don't give a shit about what Orlowski says. Y'all can retweet and all his shit when he jerking Carson off. No, thank you. Dude is trying to get in the league. Like, I'm sick of Dan Orlovsky, the future OC head coach. Sick. What Carson Wentz should have did was he should have did what all great franchise QBs do. They rise above it to the point where I'm gonna give you a great example, and this is so perfect. Deshaun motherfucking Watson. The Texans are shitty, but you know why we don't criticize Deshaun Watson? Because we see that dude is legit. He's carrying the whole Texas organization on his back. Bad decisions, trade D-Hop, bad picks, trade O-lineman. Dude is balling the fuck out. He had his highest completion percentage as a quarterback and in the NFL this year with that fucking dreck he's had. But you know why Deshaun Watson gets sympathy? Because we see it. We like, dude, you doing it. Like, we got you. We got your back, Deshaun. We know it's not you. You know why people don't have Carson's back? Because we know it's you. It's you also. It's you, dude. When I got that report that you don't want to run Nick Foles stuff, I knew then you soft. You so concerned with Nick Foles and what he did, you came that's Joe Montana stuff. I want to run that. Steve Young didn't say, "Hey, Walsh, I don't want to run Joe Montana stuff." Yes, they report that when Doug wanted to run RPOs, Carson was quote unquote saying that that's Nick Foles stuff. I don't want to run that. Yes, that was a report. That's Nick Foles stuff. That's what he said. I wish Steve Young would have said that's Joe Montana stuff. I don't want to run it. You know what he did? He came in, he ran it, and he's arguably again one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever do it. Hall of Famer. I'm Terry, I'm there with you. I'm so sick of this shit. But again, let's get back to Jeffrey Lurie. Let's go back to my other notes. What was my other notes? Howie Roseman's power. It sounds like to me that Jeff Lurie was making excuses for Howie Roseman talking about the process and how do you get to that. Dude, you're making excuses because you know what? If Howie did pick three players and they were picked before him, before he was able to draft, his process is shit. Because as a GM, you're supposed to know what people are doing before you. You're not going to know everything, but it's your job to get that information and know, oh shit, I'm just making up a name. Washington needs a wide receiver. So they're going to get Smith or Lamar Chase. I may need to move up. Now I got three names, and if they get picked, oh well, I'm going to get value now. I'm going to trade back and get multiple picks. Terry, you are absolutely right. They're so fucking arrogant. And my boy Jack Frisch, shout out to him, the WIP. He said something. I don't know if he was saying it tongue in cheek, but sometimes there's great truth and humor. He said the Super Bowl ruined everything. Think about that. The Philadelphia Eagles, who have been waiting, fans, we've been waiting for over 60 years to get this. Well, some of us have. Some of us, longer or shorter. Some of us are questioning if the Super Bowl was a good thing because it added a sense of arrogance that this organization already had. Remember the gold standard remarks when we didn't have shit? It already added more. Just think about it. We got our first Super Bowl, and Lane Johnson ran his mouth saying, I'd rather have one Super Bowl and have fun than four and not have any fun. He was talking to New England, who's the real gold standard. I knew then, I was like, yeah, we got a problem, Houston. Pun intended. Houston, you do have a problem if Deshaun Watson wants out of there. But I'm trying to figure out, like, I don't understand how they can continue to go this route and be this arrogant. How do you not see something wrong with your front office, Jeff Lurie? I get it. Shout out to the man. He wants to run it like a family. He doesn't want to be known as that organization that's firing everybody or doesn't give everybody a chance. But the alternative is the Patriots. You want to know why they're a dynasty? You want to know why they're always winning? Because Bill Belichick don't let anybody get comfortable. That motherfucker has traded MVPs from the Super Bowl or playoff games the next year. He doesn't let guys get comfortable and rest on their laurel, get fat, quote unquote. How many guys from that 2017 you expected big things and then they got comfortable? Clement, that's one name that's right off the top of my head. I'm telling y'all, man, I'm so frustrated. One more thing. No, one note. It says that Lurie was said we want to. He's looking for a 3 to 5 year window, and I get that. I think Lurie wants that where we were consistently always there, and we was just waiting for things to break our way. So I'm thinking when Doug went to him and said, "I want to promote from within," Doug was thinking, right now, I need people I can trust so I can fix this versus breaking in a new staff. I get his thinking, but from Lurie's side, I'm like, Doug, like, no. I want outside stuff. I want outside innovation. That part I can't fault Jeffrey Lurie for. But it seems like he want to go outside the building for everything else but Howie Roseman. You want a different voice everywhere else. Concession stands, janitors, merchandise, windmills, grass, uh, social justice, um, uh, autism. You can name it all. He wants outside voices, except when it comes to that little weasel, Howie Roseman. Stay the course. Howie has drafted one fucking Pro Bowler. One. Lane Johnson. One. You know how easy it is to make the NFL Pro Bowl? Y'all can write my name in the ballot and I will be on my way to Hawaii. Or is it in Florida right now? Real Prince Blue would be an alternate in the Pro Bowl. That's how easy it is to make the Pro Bowl. You right, Mustang. They asked Jeffrey Lurie about the one Pro Bowl. That motherfucker went back to the process. Y'all, the Eagles, how can I continue to. No, not me. That's selfish. How can we continue to cheer? This hat was $40. How can we continue to spend our hard-earned money, put all our wants, passion, and weekly moods and mental state into a team that doesn't care about us back? They say they want to win, but they want to win their way. I'm not saying we have the answers, but the whole league is telling you Howie Roseman is a problem. The collaborative effort is a problem. Do y'all know who the do y'all know who I guess you can make that. Do y'all know who the owner is of the Jaguars, the Steelers, the Bills? Well, no, those are bad because I could say Rooney and Khan right off the bat. But do y'all know the owner of the Bills, the Chiefs? Um, y'all see where I'm getting at, right? We don't know him because we don't hear from him except when it's time to hire a coach. And even when it's time to hire a coach, even the Jets let their football people make football decisions. The Jets. What are we doing here? Going forward, don't get me on the. I ain't even touched the coaching hire. Who my candidates are. Uh, on top of that list is Eric Bieniemy. On top of that list is anybody from the offense, whoever got Lamar Jackson right, Josh Allen right, Bieniemy, DeBow right, Terry. And I feel bad, Terry, because I hate to say it because I know for a fact that I, for the same reason Howie Roseman is still here, I can't depend on Jeffrey Lurie to pick Eric Bieniemy. And if Eric Bieniemy does come here, is it going to be collaborative? I'm not saying Eric Bieniemy should get personnel say, but he should be able to tell you, hey, Metcalf is a dog. Trust me, I know dogs from Kansas City. He's a dog. Get him. Who you want? You want JJ Arthega Whiteside? No, 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 no. So, I, y'all, I don't know what we're going to do. Um, I'm just severe. I'm fatigued. I'm worn out. Like that press conference didn't give me any any satisfaction, any glimmer of hope. Mustang, if they end up with Kafka, that's going to tell me once again they want somebody that can be collaborative and a team player. Somebody fight back. And I'm not even sure if they're going to hire a first-time head coach. If they do hire a first-time head coach like Kafka, if they skip over Eric Bieniemy, who's right next to Andy Reid, underneath the guy, and go to Mike Kafka, all bets are off. I won't buy another motherfucking thing that says Eagle on it. Hell, I won't walk past an American Eagle store. It'd be like splitting a damn pole. Like, oh, there's an American Eagle. I can't go past. I can't walk past that. Like, I'm just so the arrogance of this team and this owner, it and what hurts more is these are the people I go to bat for. Like it's like family. Like I could talk about my family, but outsiders you can't talk about. I have no leg to stand on other than don't talk about my team. I went to the gym this morning. I had my Eagles face mask on, and dude was like, "Why would you wear that in here?" And I didn't. Prince Blue didn't have a comeback. I said, "Man, I'm just here to work out, and it's covering my mouth." And he said, "I hear you." AY, I agree, buddy. I agree. Doug had to go. Oh yeah, AY, appreciate you, big brother, big homie, for chiming in. But you know why Doug had to go? Because when they asked Doug his plan, his plan was make Press Taylor the OC, make Matt Burke the DC. Hell, I think my name was on the list to be head of snacks. He had to go. If I'm the owner, I'm like, hey, what's your plan, Doug? Yeah, I want to that guy that is part of the reason why Carson Wentz has regressed. I want to make him OC. I want real Prince Blue head of snacks because he knows good snacks. I want him in charge of the vending machines. He wanted to bring back Corey Unlin. That's when I knew. And also, I think Doug wanted to get fired. That's the equivalent of going to your doctor and they like, hey man, like right, and why you can't intentionally throw a game, fam. And let's call a spade a spade. Like he did it, it was so blatant. Like he should have put, if he was going to put Nate Sudfeld in, he should have put him in halftime. Dude, the game, it reeked to me. He didn't expect the game to be that close, and then he panicked and he threw Sudfeld in there, and it was on national TV, baby. Chris Collinsworth was making sense. That's how bad that looked. Doug Peterson wanted to get fired on his day off. When he came with that plan, he legit sat down in Jeff Lurie's office and said, I got something for you, player. You ready? OC, Press Taylor. I would have been like, Doug, I appreciate you. Good journeys. Like, bruh. But you know what? I'm excited because I know that some change is going to happen. I don't know what change, but I know some change is going to happen. I'm very interested to see who he interviews for this job. And god damn it, it better not be Deuce Staley as a fucking Rooney Rule interview. The first person you call in better be you can't interview coaches that I think that are in the playoffs, right? Um you better fucking wait. You better do what the Sixers did. Interview your people around like, yeah. But then when Doc Rivers became available, they said other people, your services are no longer required. But you ain't hired us. Well, you're hired. Now you're fired. Somebody else came available. Beat it. And get somebody in here. And Jeffrey Lurie already said it's going to be an offensive guy. So He already said he wants an elite offense. You better go get somebody with some, bruh. And you know what? The West Coast offense can kiss my ass. And I'm probably contradicting myself because Eric Bieniemy is probably going to run the West Coast offense. Dude, you bet. But he runs. It has college concepts in it. It has run and shoot concepts. It's innovative. It has Andy Reid's old school West Coast, and then it has some new shit because the college game is in the NFL. And Carson, if you don't want to run college shit, you could go back to fucking North Dakota. I'm sick of your ass. You done you done got some coochie and some proactive on your face, and you think that you don't have to listen to nobody. Bruh, do you see this? This is gonna be here after you, bud. You better act like you fucking know. We was ready to get rid of your stinking ass for Nick Foles. You better get your shit together, man. Awesome human being. Thank you. That's great if you want to run for if you want to be a politician. Excellent human being. We don't want politicians in Philadelphia. We want ballers. As my man Singletary said, we want winners. So Philly, um, Eagles fans, just hang on. Y'all gonna be hearing all types of names, all types of bullshit. Oh, and I know what I wanted to get into. We all saw it coming with Doug Pederson and Carson Wentz. There was clearly a disconnect. I have never in my life seen a quarterback go to the sideline and his head coach never says shit rat cat dog to him. We've seen it during games. Doug Pederson does not talk to Carson Wentz. Hell, Sway. I knew right then. It's something off about that relationship. I don't know if Carson is super Bible and Doug comes in like, yo, you see the tits on that fan in the third row? I don't know what it is. Is it like a serious disconnect? Like Doug comes in and grabs Carson with his Bible and throws it across the room and be like, yo, you better come to play today. I'm gonna put your ass in Psalms 225 or some shit like that. I don't know what it is, but bruh, get that shit together, man. $132 million. Doug, did you think you was gonna outlast that? The first thing came out of your mouth should have been like, "We gonna fix Carson Wentz." But again, I don't think Doug. I think two things. Doug didn't really want to be here. His heart wasn't in it. And two, he got another job lined up. He has the most powerful agent that represents coaches. There's no doubt in my mind that dude already been through back channels like, hey, what do you think about Doug? I hope they erase. I hope they don't have film after 2017. Cause god damn, dude, we about to possibly draft Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields. What's your plan for them? Well, I want them to be dropped back, and I want them to read the field. Like, motherfucker, what? Like, I don't know, y'all. Like, I'm gonna take this raggedy fucking hat off, and I'm gonna go watch the Sixers tonight and pray, cause I just when I thought I could quit the Sixers, like, dude, like my anxiety is like through the roof. Like, I mean, not the Sixers. I'm sorry. Just when I thought I could quit the Eagles, they pull this shit today. Like, I had a feeling Doug wasn't returning. But the fact that they were side by side just the other day, with Howie Roseman. Howie Roseman. And his adopted daddy, Jeff Lurie. I swear, we need a brother to own a football team somewhere, because this good old boy club shit is just, it's bad. It's bad. It just doesn't make any fucking sense to me. And the fact that all these coaches are still available, that gives me a little bit of pause, but I can understand that a lot of the hot coaches are still coaching. So you can't like announce that, they're going to get the job and they're still coaching because you want them, it's bad luck, whatever. But I don't know, y'all. Like, um, this has been real time with Prince Blue. I appreciate everybody that jumped on with me. Real quick, I had to do this. I had to do this. Because I couldn't hold it in. Tomorrow I got a great episode. I got the Barbell Barbies. I got the girls, Jess Allen and Britt, gonna come on tomorrow, and we just gonna talk, man, because people got questions. People talk about them behind their back or whatever. So now it's your chance to ask questions and just figure that shit out. Like, and I told them, like, I'm gonna ask y'all some questions, and they ready. They didn't have no apprehensions about nothing. They was like, ask me anything, Blue. It's all good. So if y'all want answers or y'all just want to fuck around and laugh, and they can handle their own, bring it. But I appreciate everybody. And no, I was not caught in the Twitter purge or anything like that. I'm just not on Twitter because mentally I was just in a bad place, and I just needed a break. Like, I've already told y'all and let y'all know. I already been transparent with y'all that I'm bipolar and I'm major depressive, and I was just in a bad way, and I just stepped away. And I know it's sounding weird because I troll and stuff like that, but I have bad days too. And um when it comes to the point where, you're being mean and things like that, I don't want to be mean to anybody. I just want to have fun and laugh. But I don't want it to get to the point to where I'm making people. Shout out to you, Mustang. Get better, my man. Um, I just want everybody, I want people to have fun, and I want people to laugh and stuff. And then, with everything that's going on and stuff, I'm telling the truth, I was seeing red, like, you know, and I know when I see red, I know how dark I can get and how I'm, I'm pretty bad when I get in that state. So I just stepped away. I don't know when I'm coming back. I don't know if I'm coming back. I'm just being honest with you. People that know me and you know my number, you know how to get in contact with me. Like I said, the show is still going on. It's just far as Twitter, the day to day, the every 5 minutes or 30 seconds tweeting something, that's done. So and like I said, I don't know if I may come back, I may not, but just right now, it's just not where my head is at right now. So I hope y'all understand that. I do miss talking to y'all, but some of the extra shit that go down, and people questioning people's integrity and shit like that because they have difference of opinions. I'm sick of that shit. I have to deal with that shit with sports. I'll be damned if I'm going to deal with that shit when it comes to religion, political views, societal views, sexual preference views, like shit like that. Like, come on, man. If everybody was to think alike, we'll all be fucking morons. That's the beauty of life in America, is being different, having your opinion, even if it's everybody can't be wrong in their opinion. I mean, You could be wrong in an opinion. I mean, you can't be wrong in an opinion, but you could be wrong in a fact. If that's the way you feel, it's the way you feel. I may not agree with it, but that's the way you feel. And with that said, thank you everybody. Sixers, let's go Sixers. Birds, what the fuck ever, man. Like until Roseman is out, I'm a casual fan. Just consider me casual. Like I'm gonna pick up the fucking newspaper and just read stats and be like, so and so stinks. Um, I haven't even been on Facebook, BC. Like it's there, but I'm not interacting or anything. I scroll Instagram, I guess, but I just can't, man. Yeah. If people don't know, man, social media it's the greatest gift and it's the greatest fucking curse. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Y'all be easy. I appreciate y'all. Mustang, love you too, man. Be good. I'll be here tomorrow. I'm gonna drop more content for y'all. I'm gonna try to make myself more available for shows and stuff. Line up some guests and just get on here and talk to you. Y'all be good. Be easy. Go Sixers. Let's get that win. And